Spoken Word Poetry Slam on Depression and Recovery by Rob Roems. Lusting for power over myself, and it cannot be obtained through compliance, status, or wealth. Dreaming to be the greatest ruler of my own mind, an all-powerful mental dictatorship of the most ruthless kind. Harnessing a force that can tear down walls and will build bridges with every single piece that falls. We feel the chances are in our favor. It couldn't happen to us. But someone is experiencing it right now, before there is even time to fuss. Odds encourage with luck and fate, as we wonder if they'll be expecting us, and if we'll even see the gate. Living without fear, but with love and conviction, is the only way to win. And even if we could see the future, there would be too much to take in. Convergence of several events create the perfect storm. Like on our last sail, we can't even imagine what we'll mourn. Addiction is a perpetual setback that feels like a boulder attack, rolling back over two fleeing birds with every attempt at filling the lack. One roll forward and two rolls back until life's line runs out of slack. Even if you think that you are immune to addiction, and although you'd be lucky to be free from the affliction, I've seen many of those once perfect citizens with such conviction that turn to be another addition to those who discover the tempting underground prescription and add to the mass addicted conscription. I run in slow motion from the deep mud and peel back long blades of grass, searching for anything to use as a boat. Even an old log could pass. I need a water mattress to support me on the fire pond, so stress no longer has a chance to bond. Finally, relief from gravity's vice-like grasp. Inevitable, never regrettable weightlessness at last, so vast. I try to never choose guilt over truth, as the pain of reality permeates like an infection until released like an old infected tooth. Just like an infection in the mouth is connected to the heart down south, so does that pain spread to others as a way for real problems to be covered until connections are absolutely smothered. You're better off with a gap or a huge filling than to oppose all drilling, because this one thing that is killing is overshadowing anything that could be more fulfilling. Too good to be true, as you are in sync with the morning sun. Your job is never done. However, on the bright side, you answer to no one, as your career has never even begun. Ignoring all the signs will let you leave it all behind, for a life where time and mind align to create the sublime farmer frame of mind. The life-changing breakthrough we already know is living simply, and simply living can lock us back into our natural ebb and flow. I only know the you that is vetted for public consumption, the one that moves forward without presumption, always weighing the pros and tossing the cons, and the one that would never covet a neighbor's greener lawn. I can admire that the pasteurized true self never judges or hates, and is always open to an honest debate. The only concern I have is that this isn't true. This has never been you. Rising tides can rock a boat, and with this perpetual motion, we can either drown or we can float. Sun and the moon with gravitational pull reborn, a positive cycle can bring you up to weather the storm. The tide will always rise and fall, but you need to strengthen and balance yourself to stay afloat and learn to surf that next squall. The man in black peacefully strolls to the light, exhaling in victory after the spirit is released from the painful physical fight. To suffer and live long, or to be free from suffering and get out quick. You end up stopped at life's intersection when you are terminally sick. All roads eventually lead to the same realm, because lifting up into fight or flight turbulence does not diverge the captain at the helm. Growth starts from what is in the ground. Recycled water and elements that are passed down. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, just perpetual rebalancing and analyzing with paths to avoid. Sometimes we feel we are past a certain stage, look down and feel cynical, until experiences and lessons repeat and our once linear lives start to feel cyclical. So as experiences and themes come back around like the rings of a tree, ponder that there may be no me, but the perpetual and ever-changing we. A persistent reflection of negative perception can be a burden to endure, as most worries never come true and are realized to be obscure. The stronger you spread joy, the more worry is void, as positive momentum allows you to ignore redundant thoughts toyed. Now with a slow conversion to true self and finally room to retain joy for accumulated spiritual wealth, your power is limitless from within yourself. Behind the cloud dwells a spirit within it, blending with the crowd, not loud, but proud. From the beginning has secretly helped others shine bright, but too old to just exist in the night and waste more power of light. Rays of honesty captivate even the most cynical souls, like space-time being pulled and trapped through black holes. Hidden triumphs manifest, but are mounted behind walls. But it's time to let others see inside, as something calls. The self-actualizing power that is discovered last is to resist the well-intentioned lemmings that program and rely on rituals that have worked in the past. Being told to hold through school by others not so bold keeps our story from ever being told. The art enthusiast can become the critically acclaimed, but only with the courage to grab that brush. Otherwise, we face the barrier that keeps us forever tamed. When demons are finally purged, realities are merged, and secrets are brought to light that used to hold you to the verge. Through the looking glass, bringing childhood dreams past, rotating the mirror to shine to the other souls at last. Preparing to set sail to the next destination, and gathering the confidence to rise with the tide without being pulled by procrastination. Seeing many signs with no clear smoke signal found, making sure all is truly tested and ready to be travel bound, without ignoring the warmth of the reliable fire round. When the time is right, only an open heart will know. Planning can only help you get there, but there is no telling how the wind will blow.